Going back to the ship?
Yeah, I'm heading back.
Oh,
What the hell did you do? Rick, what did you do? Jesus Christ!
What the hell?
Holy Whoa! We're on fire! We're on fire!
Let's see what they talking about with the passing of Chadwick and all that, man. I'm very interested to see how they follow up.
I'm still in just at a loss for just Chadwick Boseman after everything he went through to get where he was at. And I remember people roasting him on Instagram and everything, saying that he looked skinny, said he looked like crack Panther. I'm just like, oh man. And I see that. I'm just you never know someone's struggle until they come out and say it.
Facts.
You never know that, and it's not right to assume. It breaks my heart to know that people said that about him without knowing what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, I can understand the sake of comedy and all that, but again, just when you're proven wrong, own up to it and just be like, nah, that was fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta hold that L right there.
Yeah, exactly. Hold it, learn from it.
Learn from it. L for lose and learn.
Exactly. It's a multi-layered L,
Yes,
if you
sir.
will.
Multi-layered right there.
So, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. This film, I've heard nothing but just like a bunch of stuff up in the air. You know, would Shuri be taking over as the Black Panther?
That's the main one, right? That's the main rumor.
Yeah.
Shuri's going to be.
Shuri is going to be the new Black Panther. They were going to resurrect Killmonger somehow, which I don't see that because, again, I love Michael B. Jordan.
I feel you.
But Killmonger's story, I think, was told within the first Black Panther film, and I think it was told wonderfully because he's probably, for me, one of the better villains, if not the best villain, that has come out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
He had true conviction in why he was fighting the Black Panthers.
Of course, and you know he had that pain that pushed him to become who he was, that pushed him to become Killmonger. You know, finding his father with claws in his chest, and basically being deprived of what he felt was his birthright.
No doubt.
As
no doubt.
as a member of the royal family.
That makes a great villain, right?
It does. When you feel their means are justified.
They have a true resolve, yeah.
Yes, and I'm sad that, you know, we probably won't be getting Michael B. Jordan back, but again, for what it was, I mean, he was great.
I'm glad his story got told with Chadwick. Like,
oh, yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Those two, like, again, both of them are titans in terms of acting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Chadwick, me seeing his work in 42, the Get On Up, you know, the James Brown movie.
Oh, yeah.
His work in Ma Rainey's, where, again, if y'all haven't seen Ma Rainey's, give that a shot.
Go check
he
it.
Kills in that role.
Such diverse roles, man.
Oh, yeah. He never wanted to play it easy. He never wanted the easy route to, like, acting stardom. He wanted to challenge himself.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to see out of a good actor.
Oh, facts. Like when Jim Carrey started doing like serious films, I was thrown back. But apparently some of those are like, you know, some of his better ones. I haven't really checked.
Well, again, people change up their styles to try and like grow as an artist. Sometimes it works, you know, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes that comes to destroy them as a performer, because I've seen that happen too. But thankfully, some artists are strong enough to get through it. And I think if Chadwick would have recovered from his cancer diagnosis, I think he could have gone on to play Black Panther. No doubt in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
Because just such a mentally strong person and someone who is committed to the role and committed to the craft.
He really grasped, to me, as T'Challa royalty without being pompous.
Yes.
Like, he was truly a respectable leader. Like,
well, he was, but he still had his growing to do.
He was still young.
He was still young. Oh, yeah. And, fresh new king just got verified as the new king.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, again, I look at the unfortunate passing of Chadwick, and I see the ground shifting in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in certain regards, and I'm hopeful, and I'm anticipating. I have my anticipations about this film, but I guess there's no other thing to do than to just
jump on in.
Let it, just let it roll.
Let it happen.
Let's see what happens. Everybody. This is Marvel Studios' Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry.
Oh, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
No woman, no cry.
You, darling, don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have, and good friends we've lost along the way.
Yeah.
I'm liking this so far.
Oh, this. Like, Ryan Coogler has always been a great director. And it, Whale Riders?
Yeah, I guess they're going to be doing some Namor action, maybe?
Well, that's like a Polynesian culture, a big one, man. Whale Riders. And I wonder what
So they really be riding whales. Yeah, there's Namor right there.
I am queen of
M'Baku.
the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
Okay.
Oh!
Okay. Throw the X's up. Yeah, that was better than expected.
Yes.
I ain't even gonna front, man. I was expecting the worst.
Okay, all right. So you still have. I know that we talked about Chadwick Boseman, and it's not impossible to talk about the Black Panther franchise without mentioning him because of his impact.
No doubt.
But everyone else that's involved in this, Letitia Wright, Lupita Nyong'o, friggin' Winston Duke again.
Yeah.
Winston Duke as M'Baku. He was one that I didn't expect to like because he was portrayed as an antagonist in the beginning.
No doubt.
But damn.
He really turned his role around, man.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he was very
of course,
likable.
we can't.
Angela Bassett. What needs to be said? What needs to be said?
She is, again, I felt that when she was literally screaming that she is every member of her family is dead. What more can they give?
Has she not given enough?
Again, just these characters are growing. These characters are expanding and becoming more. Again, they're becoming full-fledged characters.
Oh, they're taking so much pride in these roles, I think, and especially with, again, back to the passing of Chadwick. These guys in these roles right now, man, they feel the passion they have to put in this just to, kind of send respects off to him for setting them up with such an opportunity to even make a film this big without him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Ryan Coogler, the director of this, he's been a very strong creative force in Hollywood over the last decade. The Creed film, the first Creed film.
Okay.
That was him. And of course the first Black Panther film as well. And Ryan is a very astute and very well he develops his films very well, and he knows how to set up shots, he knows how to develop relationships between characters, and he knows how to portray them without being insulting or making it feel like, this character is here as a plot device. Instead, no, this character's here because they have their own devices. Because, you see, that's one thing that script writing always comes down to is, I'm throwing this character out there. Okay, I'm throwing them out there to die. That's basically it. Instead, no, you provide an anchor to that character. You provide weight to that character, and that's what's happening with all the characters who were supporting in the first film are now stepping more into the forefront.
For sure.
And I want to know what is going to happen. And I want to know what all is surrounding the what looks like is going to be a war that Wakanda has to fight against another culture. For instance, it looks like a Polynesian culture, especially with the whale riders, the hairstyles, right here.
See, I think this is Namor in the comics. I don't know how close to Polynesian he is as far as his origin, but you know how they're doing this whole diversity thing, so he might be Polynesian.
I don't know. I mean, again, I can appreciate them creating new characters or taking characters that aren't as well fleshed out and basically giving them more. There's other characters that I think they could do that with. I know that they now have full control over the X-Men franchise, and I would love to see them do a proper version of Warpath. Warpath is a X-Men character who is Apache. He's American Indian, Native American, however you want to say it. But he is a character that has good depth to him, and all of his powers are earned. All of the power that he has is earned from his experiences.
That's a great character.
It is. Yeah. And that's what you want. That's what you want. You want a character that you grow with. And by the time you get to the big climax, that's why I like the Avengers Infinity Saga, the first 3 phases. The first phase basically set up everything so good. Yeah. The second phase expanded, but then it ended on a more... people give me shit for saying Age of Ultron is mediocre, but that's how I feel about it.
No, you're right.
And I like... Here's the thing. I love James Spader. I love the character Ultron. I do not like Joss Whedon. Whenever he's ran out of ideas, he just constantly rehashes shit and has nothing new to offer. Whereas the Russo brothers and the Marcus and McFeely, the 2 writers that were working with the Russo brothers throughout the rest of the Marvel franchise, because after Age of Ultron, the Russo brothers completely took over as the creative force, and look what we got.
We got some bangers.
We got Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War. For me, the Avengers 2 that we deserved, because that was where the Avengers literally broke apart. Yeah. That was the fracturing of the shield. Yeah. And
that was a real story right there, because again, coming from somebody who read these comic stories and seeing them transition, they're not anywhere like really close to similar. They are kind of in concept. Yeah. But to see your favorite heroes clash on screen in such a way to where you saw again Cap and Iron Man's relationship build to where they were leading so many powerful people, and the breakdown in their resolve as far as how they should proceed, man.
Yeah. Again, it's differing ideals. And you see, both of them are justified in their own way, because Iron Man feels the guilt that his weapons have caused so much pain that he felt like he needed to be reined in.
You had a great point right there. Yeah, he was making weapons before the Iron Man, and he felt like he had caused damnation to half of the world by that time.
And in terms of it, him becoming aware of that, becoming aware of what the pain was causing. But then you had Steve Rogers on the other hand.
Contrast,
who had completely straightforward morals that said that basically, as long as good people do nothing, like bad people will always
prevail.
Bad will always prevail. And you have to, and you see both sides.
That's
of the
coin. Context, is it not?
Yeah, that's
key word of the day.
Yes, the key word of the whole crux of this thing is context. Yeah. And you see, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, I'm hoping is going to start the upward because this is the one thing I will say about Phase 4. Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, for the most part, has been lackluster.
Facts.
There were things in this most recent phase that I liked. There was Spider-Man No Way Home, which was such a good film.
Set up Spidey for such a good run, man.
Yes.
I really hope they run him more independent in the future. But continue.
And that's what it's looking like. It's looking like, Tom Holland's Spider-Man is now going to be a more solo running superhero, and I'm hoping that they keep expanding on that. But also, it set up so many things for Doctor Strange, for Thor, for all of these other plot lines. And for me, I felt like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, instead of it being its own thing, instead it was used to set up other shit. And this is the whole thing, this is what I'm running into a problem with. Instead of these films being fully fleshed out and getting involved in these getting entrenched in these characters, we're now getting into the phase where we're basically just setting stuff up for the future and offering no real gravity to the characters that are in these films. And I hate that. I hate that, Stephen Strange is being relegated to basically being a plot holder instead of him driving the plot forward. He's just there to hold the plot.
Oh, he's the bait.
Yes. And I hate that. And don't get me wrong, there's stuff in Multiverse of Madness that I absolutely love. I love all the multiverses coming together and us seeing all those characters and all the different timelines all coming together.
Well, I love you bring that point, man, because and we're going to see the trailer here in a minute, but the Hulk, man, I really see that's how they're playing him, man. Like, they have calmed him down to be, the Professor Hulk, or what is it, Dr. Fix-It? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Mr. Fix-It, more or less.
Fix-It Felix.
Yeah, Mr. Fix-It. That's what he's in the comics when he's all smart and shit. But he ain't fixing shit, not being an enraged beast.
And him dabbing, I'm like, no.
You know what I mean?
You made Hulk dab, I'm just like, no. He's dead. The Hulk is dead. This ain't the Hulk.
But I did hear, real quick, rumors of, Planet Hulk or maybe World War Hulk in the future. So.
I'm hoping, because God, Planet Hulk is just such a great plot line.
It's the best.
And I'm hoping that they get that.
Read that shit. Read it before you watch it.
Please.
Read it before you watch it so you can truly demand a good film from these guys.
Yeah, because they said the Hulk, it's impossible to make a good Hulk film. No, it ain't.
It is definitely not.
It is not. You can most definitely do it. You just basically have to have the right person in charge.
More or less, yes.
Anyway, so we're going to move on, everybody. This was Black Panther, Wakanda Forever official teaser. I'm very interested in seeing this. I want to see this. Please, please let us know what you all think in the comments down below.
Yeah, let us know, man. I'm hyped for this, man. I was not hyped, but again, Angela Bassett's acting her ass off right here.
Yes.
Everybody looks committed in these roles, and Baku, as he was saying, looks very inspired. I'm anxious to see where they take this story. We still don't know who the Panther is, but we'll soon find out.
I think all in due time we will. But again, thank you all very much, and we'll see you all in the next one. I'm Nate.
I'm drawn up, man.
Take care.
Peace.